Hey folks, Michael Bainbrook here with more Ticket to Rome. Today we're in Cadaqués, Spain. Cadaqués is our home base for exploring the Catalan region. It's a great little town right on the water. I look forward to showing it to you. Thanks for joining us. And we're off to Spain. We'll land at the Barcelona airport, and after getting through customs and immigration, rent a car and drive up the coast to our home base. We'll see the towns of Beguet, Rupert, and Besalú, but today we're in our home base of Cadaqués. We'll move into our rental, explore our new Mediterranean home, learn something about the regional politics, endure a nationwide lockdown, hike to a lighthouse, savor tempting local treats, and enjoy many an evening on our stunning terrace. There are many ways to get from the Barcelona airport to the central train station in downtown Barcelona, and the signage is well marked. To see that in greater detail, check out my video on getting from Barcelona to Catalonia. But today we're renting a car and going straight there. A little paperwork, and we're on the road. We were able to take the auto route most of the way there. We had a $2 toll and later a $15 toll. 2.5 hours later, we arrived in Cadaqués. If you're just in Cadaqués for the day, use this parking lot. Take a ticket and go through this arm. Keep your ticket though. You'll need it to pay and get out. Our apartment manager asked us to meet her at the Repsol gas station. She went with us to our apartment and began showing us how to work things. Then we got to take a look at our apartment. It was big enough, new enough, and very homey. And the best part was this terrace. But we weren't done yet. We had to go shopping. We needed vegetables, cheese, a pizza or two, and don't forget a few patisseries. At home, Sharon went to work on dinner. Yeah! Soup, salad, and bruschetta. Wow! Cadaqués is starting to feel like home already. With its cobalt blue waters and rocky shoreline, Cadaqués sits at the foot of a bay with its buildings bathed in white paint and the Mediterranean sunshine. Cadaqués was founded in the 1300s. Currently, there are approximately 2,700 inhabitants. In the early 20th century, about 1,200 Cadaqués residents immigrated to Cuba. After making their fortunes, many of them returned to Cadaqués to build large and luxurious homes. There are two banks in Cadaqués. One is Santander Bank. The other is CaixaBank. Let me tell you, I saw a lot more foreigners coming out of CaixaBank than I did Santander, which might be important, and their ATM is inside. But I always recommend getting your money from your local bank before you go. Use the cash machines as a backup only. Narrow streets means it's difficult to get the job done. But this little outfit seemed to come in very handy. Now it seemed like almost every house had one of these boxes outside their door. It could be electrical, it might be a gas or water main. But nobody missed an opportunity to make Cadaqués even more beautiful. And some of them have a Monet feel to them. Honestly, this one gave me goosebumps. As I walked around Cadaqués, I saw almost every color of shutter. Red ones, blue ones, yellow, and green, even black. But when it came to the exterior, white was the only fashion statement. The well-known artist Salvador Dali was born in 1904 in Figueres, which is just an hour from Cadaqués. In his later life, Dali spent most of his time in Cadaqués and other towns on the Costa Brava. In fact, there's a museum dedicated to his life. Officially, Catalonia is part of Spain. But don't tell the Catalonians that. They have their own traditions and their own language. It's similar to French and similar to Spanish. Can you guess what this word is? Playa means beach, but in French, beach is plage, and in Spanish, playa. You can see a little bit of both French and Spanish in most Catalan words. In addition to having their own language, Catalonia has their own view on politics and their own flag. The Catalan people view their region as an independent and sovereign state. Spain views the Catalan region as a semi-autonomous community within the Kingdom of Spain. Currently, the political climate is calm and good for tourism. Regardless of their political leanings, everyone in Catalonia speaks Spanish. You'll find that political expression in the written form is everywhere in Catalonia, and sometimes it's a little confusing. Oh, I get it. The highest point in the town of Cadaqués is marked by what else? A church, La Iglesia de Santa Maria, built in the 1700s. But let me tell you, it wasn't all that easy to find. Ah, there it is. But unfortunately, because of the lockdown, it was closed. But we had a great view. When we first got to Cadaqués, the town was wide open and lively. But because of COVID-19, in a matter of days, it was shut down. The cafes were roped off. The schoolyards were quiet, and you could only get 3 or 4 people in the store at once. Gloves were issued to everyone upon entrance. And scenes like this were everywhere on the Costa Brava. During one of our first nights in Cadaqués, I took this picture while having dinner at a restaurant. By the time we got around to eating there again, it was closed. Normally, I like to make sure there's a laundry and a gym in my home base town, but unfortunately, Cadaqués had neither. To do our laundry, we had to drive about a half an hour to another town called Roses. Now you can solve this by either Googling your town to see if there's a laundry or making sure your apartment has a washing machine. One of the best things about Cadaqués is they have 2 squares, and they're both by the water. There's Plaza del Dr Pond and Plaza de Passage, which means Square of the Promenaders. So feel free to wander around, when there's not a government stay-at-home order, that is. All hotels in Cadaqués were closed during the COVID-19 lockdown. Hey, there's my friend again. Fortunately, the stores were open through all this. I have no idea what Sharon is saying to this food. Hey, remember my motto. Try something and take it home and eat it just because you don't know what it is. Although you may want to scrape this mold off these legs of ham first. One thing we could do in Cadaqués during the lockdown was hike. And I found a trail to a lighthouse. There it is in the distance. Cadaqués is sparkling in my rearview mirror. Crystal blue bays and cactus dotting the hillsides. It was well worth the hike. Although we had to accept a few limitations on our freedom, well, we had to accept them or we'd get thrown in jail. We got to see a lot, and we enjoyed Catalonia. The hike to the church, the views from our terrace, learning about the language and the politics of the region. We got in several good hikes. It's all part of the experience. If you enjoyed this video on Cadaqués, be sure to check out my other videos on northern Spain, including Beguet, Besalú, Rupit, and also a video showing you in detail how to get from the Barcelona airport to Catalonia. These are all on YouTube and my website at michaelbainbrook.com. And as a bonus, check out these 9 hikes in the Pyrenees. I hope you get a chance to go to Cadaqués someday. Rent that car. Book that apartment online. It's well worth it. I promise you won't be disappointed. I'll see you in Cadaqués. I hope you've enjoyed our look at Cadaqués Spain. This is a small patisserie shop on the corner. Unfortunately, because of the lockdown, I was not able to eat here every morning like I like to do, but this is as good as it got for this shot, for this time. For Ticket to Rome, I'm Michael Bainbrook. We'll see you at the next stop.
Se puede hacer a la plancha, ¿vale? Como si fuera carne. Un poquito de sal, pimienta y pim, pam. Y después aceite de oliva y un poquito de soja que queda muy bien, con todo tipo de pescado, ¿vale? También se puede hacer al horno.
Al horno.
Al horno, cualquier pescado de estos, 20 minutos, 180 grados.